Okay. Toodles.
What do we want to talk about?
I am him. I am him.
Hey, this is Red Carpet Ring featuring TBK, the Turnbuckle King. We are here, got another good one for you guys today. We'll talk about why is Tiffany Stratton the future of the women's division, a legend in the making. I'm going to talk about Tiffany Stratton, a little bit of a biography about her, and also her career accomplishments thus far, and why is Tiffany going to be the future of the women's division. Like I said, we'll discuss more about her and see her coming up from NXT to now on the SmackDown roster. Let's get into it. Now, Tiffany Stratton, we know, is the future of the women's division. Why I say that Tiffany is the future of the women's division? Well, thing about it is she is becoming the most popular female wrestler in the WWE right now. She has a gimmick and her look is good, but you cannot deny her talent. That's the thing you can't do. Her in-ring skills are very, very good. Her mic work is getting very good, and she's charismatic. I mean, she just got drafted to the SmackDown brand, and that was recently in the past couple months, beginning this year. But thing about it is, she's naturally good, and fans are into her whether they want to cheer for her or whether they want to boo her. You know, it's just something that you cannot deny. Also, it's more things about Tiffany that I didn't even know. First off, I mean, she's very young. She's only 24 years old. She's a 3-year veteran. She debuted in NXT back in 2021. And since she did debut in NXT, she is, like I said, a former NXT Women's Champion. She is been in great feuds. She, everything, great matches, everything. She's a former gymnast, bodybuilder, and a mixed martial artist. Now, we see with her in-ring skill, we can see that she has a gymnast background. She even has her great finisher, the Prettiest Moonsault that she does. That is her finisher that she does on her opponents. And it looks so perfect. It's like timed very good. But other than that, though, she has a great physique. And the Prettiest Moonsault looks so good. She's 5'7". She's 143 pounds. She's agile, fast, flexible, athletic, and very strong to be in a wrestling ring. Now, what I like about Tiffany, she takes advantage of her physique. She has a great moveset, puts on good shows, great feuds, and everything. And thing about it is, not only she just only a 3-year veteran, but she moves like she's been doing this for 10 plus years. So thing about it is, she's only going to get better in what she does. I mean, Tiffany, she just naturally gifted in the ring. I didn't even know that she was only just start doing this. I mean, there's been interviews by Ludwig Kaiser, her real life boyfriend, who's a part of Imperium. He said he's impressed by how good she is. He said he's been doing this for 15 years and she just almost as good as him, being a new person. But I know she signed to SmackDown in February of this year. Not that long. She has a great character, great gimmick with the Tiffy Time. She was in the 2024 Royal Rumble. And she also put on a great performance, very good performance at the Elimination Chamber recently of this year, 2024. She was up with the likes of Naomi. She was up with Bianca Belair. She was up with Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and the eventual winner of that match, Becky Lynch. So she is up. She can prove that she can hang with the best of them. of the women's division. But I'm very impressed with her. I will say this, even though she just got to the SmackDown brand in February, I see her as a future women's champion, whether it's the WWE Women's Championship or the WWE Women's World Championship. She's definitely going to hold one of those titles or even both in the near future. She has it all: the look, the charismatic in-ring, promos, everything. So she's good. She has it. Now, of course, just because you got it don't mean that there's rooms of improvement. Everybody needs room for improvement, but it does not stop the fact that she is a future women's champion. Can't take that away from Tiffany. And I've watched Tiffany in NXT. She has definitely been putting on great performances. She definitely has what it takes to become a future women's champion. I could even go far as saying to lead the women's division. Right now we have Becky Lynch, we have Bianca Belair, Bayley, Charlotte Flair before she got injured. She is going to lead the women's division at some point. Give her a couple years, a year or even 2 years. She's going to be the name that's running the women's division. Mark my words. It's Tiffy Time. Tiffy Time will be coming soon. She has a bright future ahead of her. As long as she stays healthy, as long as she keep her nose clean, and she do as asked of her, and built a very good reputation being on the main roster of SmackDown, she has a bright future ahead of her. We hear so many women, as men too, but they have a good future ahead of her, but it gets shut down by injury. It gets shut down by bad reputation or bad attitude, and it leads them out the door of WWE, and they're never ever the same again. Don't believe me? Look at Paige, that we now know as Saraya. She had a bright future. Now she's nothing AEW. Bright future, Tessa Blanchard in Impact. She was the Impact World Champion, the first woman to ever hold a men's championship. Because her bad attitude, reputation, now she's blacklisted from the industry. So you can have a bright future ahead of you, but if you don't keep everything in line, pretty much your health or your reputation, your attitude, it could all go away. And I don't see that with Tiffany right now. I'm just saying, as long as she maintains those things, she definitely has a bright future ahead of her to be leading the women's division, to become a multiple-time world champion, to be a headliner, a main event for not just, any show, for a WrestleMania, for a SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, you name it. She is that woman that's ahead that pact. But other than that, though, not only she has a bright future ahead of her, I could see her even replacing Charlotte Flair, because Charlotte Flair does the moonsault, her physique, her style is similar to a Charlotte Flair, but more perfect and not so much botchy like a Charlotte Flair. I could definitely see that with Tiffany. She's more seasoned early on in her career than Charlotte. Charlotte, if you look at her a few years in her career, she didn't have it like Tiffany does. Charlotte was struggling, and she was botching some moves, and she even botches now still. But other than that, you got people like Charlotte Flair saying that she will be the future.
Started facing Tiffany, I think she has the it factor. I think she's going to be a big deal. Started facing Tiffany.
So you got Charlotte Flair saying that she has the it factor. She will be the future. And I believe with Tiffany's in-ring skill, her moves, she will be the one to replace Charlotte, because, we know that once a wrestler gets on top, they get on top, they win world championships, they main event, they eventually have to pass the torch on to somebody else. And I see Charlotte passing that torch along to Tiffany Stratton. Charlotte, like I said, she's currently injured. Charlotte is 37 going on 38. And she's been in the WWE for 12, 13 years. So who would have better take her spot than Tiffany, who's been proving herself. She's on the main roster, did a great job at the Royal Rumble, and had a great performance at the Elimination Chamber. Why not take her place and be the one to take the torch from Charlotte Flair? People had to pass the torch to Charlotte Flair. Now it's going to be Charlotte Flair's turn once she come back from injury to pass the torch to Tiffany Stratton. So definitely I see that with her. Tiffany is nothing short of excellent. But I know another information about her. She her real name is Jessica, if I say this correctly, Woynilko. I know she's from Minnesota. She's only 24 years old. And also, she's been in great matches. Now, I know she's feuded against, other superstars. Like, she's feuded against other superstars. She has a great Toodles thing.
Okay. Toodles.
She has a great personality. She's been in great matches against Thea Hale, Lyra Valkyria, and Becky Lynch. Now, I know she was NXT Women's Champion. She faced off against Thea at NXT Great American Bash. They had a great match there. Great styles that coincide with each other. She defeated Lyra Valkyria to win the NXT Women's Championship at Battleground, and she even had a great feud with Becky Lynch at NXT's No Mercy. But definitely, Tiffany, she has it. She has what it takes to become the future of the women's division. And her coming to SmackDown was a great time. I know once she lost the NXT Women's Championship to Becky Lynch, there was possibility. I thought she was going to win it back to become a two-time NXT Women's Champion, but there was no need for it. She pretty much was on her way to the main roster, which is where she's at right now. So she's going to definitely do her thing on SmackDown. I know she'll be getting wins over Naomi and Mia Yim on SmackDown. But she is there's bigger things for her to accomplish. Like I said, within a year or a couple years, I can see her being a future world champion. I don't see why not. It's well deserved of her. And when she does become a future women's champion, she has a lot of people she has not faced since becoming on the main roster. Now, I know she's faced off against Becky. I know she's faced her, but Naomi, Mia Yim, we never seen a Tiffany versus Charlotte. We never seen a Tiffany versus Bianca Belair. We never seen a Tiffany versus Bayley or Io Sky or Liv Morgan one-on-one. So she has a lot of fresh feuds that she can handle. And I think, they'll be put on for a great, great feud and great matches. Whether it's for a women's championship or not, Tiffany has it. She is the future. Like I said, as long as she keep everything intact, she will be good. But another thing about Tiffany too, I've heard that Charlotte Flair is her dream opponent. And I heard she does admire Bianca Belair. So for her to face those two women will be amazing for Tiffany. And I know that'll be great. I heard she even went as far as saying she wants a triple threat match against Charlotte and Bianca Belair. That would be amazing too. So the fact that Charlotte's her dream opponent, and that's what she pretty much modeled her style after, that would be amazing for the fans and for Tiffany Stratton herself. Like I said, she will I see her replacing Charlotte Flair. She has a great gimmick. She has the spoiled rich girl, Barbie doll looking girl saying toodles and everything else. It'll be unique. She's not just a look either. She's not just eye candy. I know fans like that, but she will also be someone who is talented in the ring, mic skill and in-ring skill. So Tiffany, oh man, I can't wait to see what more she could do, because with her, like I said, with her background of being a former gymnast, she practiced gymnastics and trampoline, and she did this early on career, and she mixed it with her in-ring wrestling skill. I mean, her moonsault is second to none. And now I know Tiffany, she practiced gymnastics and trampoline during high school. She competed in several tournaments, but she said that wasn't her true passion. She eventually quit. But she, like I said, she added that with the wrestling. And she has one of the best, if not the best moonsault, in the business right now. What's crazy is they said that her gimmick is inspired by Disney's High School Musical, Sharpay Evans. And it's said on record that she admires Paris Hilton. But she does a great job playing that character, the glamorous aesthetic girl who thinks she's untouchable. So, and she imitates Paris Hilton a little bit. But I like how she mixes everything together. I know she did a little bodybuilding. I know it's showing her IG that she works out, and she even did an MMA a little bit, for what I've heard and read. So the fact she can mix all of that together and to have what she has now is amazing. I never seen that before. I know one spot she did in one match, she did her gymnastics and she knocked her opponent into the barricade. And I never seen that before by any female performer. So she has it. She has it. And WWE is I hope they book her right. I hope they make sure she's good. Other than that, if she does everything right, look for her to be a multiple-time world champion. Look for her to be the head of the women's division. Look for her to do that, because she has it. You can't tell me she don't have the it factor. Charlotte Flair even said it herself. She has the it factor. And Charlotte's right. She does. Becky even also said great things about her, and other with female performers said good things about her as well. They wouldn't be standing for no reason. But Tiffany, she is, man, the fact she's doing this at 24 years old, it just amazes me. I can only imagine how much greater she's going to be and how much her in-ring timing is going to be better. Her IQ is only going to get better. She's going to get even faster and stronger. Everything will improve down the line. That I definitely see happening with Tiffany Stratton. Make no mistake about it. It's almost perfect the way she wrestles in the ring. I know she messes up a little bit, but she's only a 3-year veteran. So I know that once she does start on a SmackDown brand and have some feuds, even winning the title, like I said before, you know how WWE does. Once someone builds a name and a great reputation and take off, once the next draft comes around, they move to the Raw brand. So she's on SmackDown now, but it's only a matter of time Tiffany moves over to the Raw brand and have great feuds over there, which is the flagship show, and she would definitely do her thing over there and make everything about her better. And she would pretty much be a worldwide name. Let's not forget, WWE Raw is moving to Netflix January 2025. So she does real good on SmackDown and build a great reputation there. She's going to go to Raw in a matter of time, and she will definitely turn heads, not just on SmackDown, but on Raw as well. And I can even see her staying on Raw for a long, long time. Someone with this talent, you keep them on a brand like Raw. Now, I know there's other great talents on NXT right now. Lyra Valkyria, the NXT Women's Champion, Roxanne Perez, Thea Hill. and others. But Tiffany, she's ahead of that list right now. I can't see who is better than her as far as a newcomer coming from NXT. Can't see too many. So she definitely has everything, all the tools she needs to be a successful women's superstar and to become a successful women's champion. She has a she's been trained by the Performance Center. She has a great foundation being trained by NXT. You're with WWE, the number one sports entertainment wrestling company in the world. You're not AEW, you're not TNA, you're in WWE. So you're trained by the best, and you're going against the best in the business. So when you got all that working for you, there's no other way but up with Tiffany Stratton. And I do believe that she will be up there. It only has to take a matter of time. But I'm very, very impressed of how she's been performing thus far, and she will only get better as time goes along. No doubt about it. So Tiffany, congratulations on what she's been doing thus far. And it's only a matter of time when she becomes a women's champion, and have multiple accolades. Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank ladder match winner, you name it. She's going to have those accolades alongside her in the near future. So I definitely see that happening. And that's all I have regarding why is Tiffany Stratton the future of the women's division. She is a legend in the making. You guys let me know in the live chat in the comment section on the playback. What do you think of Tiffany Stratton being the future of the women's division? Some reveals a powerful red carpet ring. One will be, should this be a women's triple threat match? Next video will be, does this marriage end mommy? Until then, it is OUT.